All right, everyone, welcome back to our Portugal playthrough. A few things have changed since when we were playing previously. We've got a different recording software, and so hopefully the audio quality is a little bit better because a lot of folks have talked with in the chat and the comments about audio, and so we've tried to improve the audio quality so I'm a little louder compared to the music and game volume. The other thing is that we've changed the screen resolution slightly, so you may notice that the text in some of these pop-ups are a little smaller, which hopefully will make it easier for you to see what's going on the screen, and also prevent some of the GUI interface issues. So hopefully this makes it a little easier for folks to see what's going on. So, and as you can tell by the music that has already started playing its war music, we were in the midst of our war over here and trying to gather up troops in order to try to win this war, which turned out to be a little harder than expected. One of the things that I think, an error-wise, that I have made on my end is that we've had so many easy wars that we haven't really built an actual army stack. And so you can see here this Portuguese army that we have here, it's got enough infantry, but it's also got some Marines mixed in with it, which are not as strong as the main frontline units. And so we need to put together an actual stack where it's got a full front row, of 30 units and then a full back row of 30 cannons. And so we need to kind of shuffle balance these folks around in order to get it in line. So we're going to send cannons forward. There are apparently no cannons in that stack because we just pulled them off. And we're going to grab 13 more cannons, I think. Yeah, I think they need the other 13 cannons as well to come forward. And so we're going to shuffle balance to try to bring the Marines out and the cannons in so that we get a more effective army stack. Because the Marines are strong, but they're not as strong as the regular units. They're not as strong as regular units. We're also going to bring these troops over from the other side of Africa because they are also regular units, and so they will help reinforce these armies. But we're not going to bring them immediately. Let's bring them over here to this island because I'm waiting for, I believe, the fleet over here in Mexico also needed to repair so that then it could bring back its troops. And then hopefully we will have plenty of troops to win the war. All right, what are these folks doing? They are moving here, and these folks are moving there. I don't think they're shuffling between them. Looks like they're shuffling as well. All right, so now let's see what we got here in this stack. Now we have almost enough cannons. We've got 27 cannons, we need 3 more. And we need a few more infantry to reinforce the front here. So let's gather up some of the not Marines. We needed 4, I think. Let's march them over. Nope, we only need 3. So let's detach one of those. And we'll tell them to stay there. Care about those. Colony is self-sustaining, great. All right, I think we have now colonized all of that territory. Spain has already colonized that, so maybe we'll send here as soon as the next colonists. They're just kind of sprinkling colonists around. There we go. All right. These troops and the fleet hopefully are repaired. They're repaired enough. So they are attached, and so we will ask the fleet to return with their troops to rejoin us here. Go. As soon as that fleet comes back, then we can help. We also called Spain into the war. I'm curious whether Spain is doing anything useful or what they're doing right now. suppose we also could try to pick off some of these allies that they have over here, because they are not well connected with some of their forts, but it's going to be kind of annoying probably to do. There we go. Now we actually have a full front row and almost a full back row. I'm just going to merge these together into one big stack, and then I will detach our Marines. So we basically got 32 Marines who we will assign a general. And then we have about 18,000 just other troops that are floating around. The other advantage of holding the land here is that so long as we hold the land, we should have enough troops. We should be able to get some of our allies like Portugal to come over, like Spain, to come over here and to assist us, basically. What is this fleet doing? This is like a military fleet that is here. This is one of our transport fleets. Where that other, there should be another naval fleet that came over here. Oh. This little fleet has somehow gotten itself isolated. This is not a good place for this fleet to be. It probably got shipped over from some other location when I thought that it was going to be meeting up with the big fleet, probably is what happened. Then the big fleet went off, and so now it's by itself. Okay, there we go. There are the other troops that have landed. We want to make sure that we have our best general attached to this one. This appears to be, between the 4 and the 6, the best combat general. So we will put him in charge of that stack. Now we're just waiting for the other fleet to come over with our other troops. Because basically you want to, okay, recall a diplomat from Spain. Basically what you want to be able to do is to have a full back row of cannons, because they don't take damage on from the combat, but you need infantry to continually cycle in front of those cannons. Where is the fleet? It's like when they have to travel such vast distances, you're like, where? Oh, the fleet, of course. I look away and then the fleet arrives. All right, so let us, it's like this is a transport fleet. Let's let these repair, and then we will gather up our other troops to us. This one has some cannons. It has 4 cannons, it looks like. How many were we short on the main stack? 3. All right, so we will pop off these ones, select this unit, and march them forward to join up with the main stack. Then there's one little cannon left over. Let's pop the brigs off so that they're kind of on their own. Because we're probably going to have to, this will be a good chance to kind of re-divvy out our fleet here in a minute. Okay, now we have managed to get the fleet together, so we're going to send it over to pick up these folks. There comes the fleet. And there we go. Let's combine them for a moment. And we will attach our troops to it. Let's bring them over. Yep. Connect those two, because those are all transports. And then the other fleet has arrived. We will again detach those. Detach the brigs. Let's bring the actual military fleet out. And then let's use it to do a little bit of scouting, because with it we'll be able to see what's going on in the other provinces. Okay, so this is useful because we know that there is a very large stack, and so between them they've got almost 120 troops kind of gathered up here. And let us go. Combine. We also can take an idea group. Let's take infantry combat ability. That would be very helpful for this next one. Then what we will do is we will detach the special units. So now we know that this front stack is basically 32 infantry and 7 cavalry. We will detach the cannons because we want those. Basically, the infantry are going to serve as a siege stack. And so what we're going to do is we're going to try to pull forward. Looks like Spain's fleet has shown up and is doing some blockading, though they have not actually engaged heavily yet. So I guess what we will do now is, this is farmland, and so this is probably the easiest place to attack. And so we will see if we can do this. We will be trying to cross a river. This person has 2 maneuver. The general over here, there's a general with 3 maneuver. So if we have a general that's got, no, we don't have a general with better maneuver anyways, so that's that. So now what we're going to do is we are going to grab this infantry stack and we're going to march it forward so that it is already in position, so that when we attack, it can almost immediately can reinforce and it's ready to go. Okay. We should continue to colonize over here as well, honestly. As soon as a colonist becomes available. There he is. Send. There we go. All right. All right. Time to give it a go. They're running away, which is a good sign. And they did not even try to reinforce it. That is a good sign. Looks like our fleet got pushed out of the way. Interesting. I guess because they gathered up all of their galleys. Interesting. So we won the land battle but lost the sea battle, which is kind of funny for Portugal. We probably should, based on that, should go ahead and train up some more heavy ships just to reinforce. I don't think, because not controlling the navy would be a serious problem for us if we did not already control the... There we go. So we have basically added on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ships there, which will take us up to 34. And then we can build some more down here as well at our other shipyard zone. So there we go. All right, so we have managed to basically push our way through there. Let's let this army recover its morale, and then we'll probably push again to try to knock out another one. Looks like they're actually retreating. And so based on that, we will move forward. So basically what you saw there was that by having a better fleet, not better fleet, by having a, let's attach our, it's not wanting to select my leader. There it goes. By having a better army composition, we were able to get to win. Okay, we've lost a general. Let's move the next one forward. I can't because of that. So we're going to move forward with this army, and we'll move this army into position here. And we'll let this, well, I guess we'll shift the cannons off of this backup army into position. Let's grab these bonus cannons and we'll let them go in. Let's hold up. I don't want any rebels. Handle them. Harsh treatment, especially because we can get some extra absolutism right now anyways, because it's the age of absolutism, so this is a great time to do that. Looks like we have a few ships here. Is this the remainder of the big fleet? No, there's more of the big fleet here. Actually, most of the big fleet. Oh, did I? It's what I did is I accidentally, oh goodness, I accidentally sent out the transport fleet, I think, instead of my intended major fleet. So let's pull the Carracks and the Caravels over to here. I didn't even remember there being a fort here the last time we did this. And here's the other fleet, which indeed was my fleet of brigs that France has rivaled me. My fleet of brigs that I accidentally sent out instead of the major fleet that I thought I was sending out into the situation. So let's see if I can maneuver this one out here after all, if I send the right fleet, not the brigs. Let's retreat the brigs back over to here. There we go. Now we have the actual correct fleet, hopefully providing us some extra. And I think in order to speed this up, we will use a naval barrage. They've unconditionally surrendered. They've given up. But we don't want to give up yet because we know that we need to take some land from Ayutthaya. So we need to at least siege this, and then we'll see if we siege these, whether that will then let us take that as part of the peace deal. But that's a testament to, if you get like a true army stack together, how impactful that can be. Alright, Siege of Pegu is over. And we can move forward. Look, they're falling back now that we've driven out. Because if they want to walk away from me, that would be great, because then I will just walk into these provinces instead of having to like actually fight for them. They appear to have walked away. Let's see if I can. They're running away, so that tells us a good thing. See if we can push them out of the way again. Nope, they're coming back. Pause. We need to reinforce this. Let's turn. Probably should have sent these in slightly earlier. Force march in. Because once the cannons get on the front row, that is not a good sign. Force march on and in. They're kind of far away. Whew. Yeah, basically we're continually cycling in infantry to the front line. Alright, there we go. We won that. Whew, that was a tough fought one though, wasn't it? Alright, so let's now, looks like one of their stacks didn't quite make it in time, so let's let that army run away so we don't actually have to fight that army, and then we'll step into this province. There we go, they're all running, move forward. There we go. Alright, we can turn off forced march on this army. Let's walk them forward into the other province that we have a claim on. Oh, this army doesn't have a general. That's not acceptable. Need to come back and get a general. There we go. All right, now let's put on a general. I have no idea which general I just took, so we will have to put on a new one onto this one. This one has got... Let's just recruit a new one, because all of them have somebody somewhere. Oh, that's a pretty good combat general, so we'll put him, a 3-star combat general, we'll put him in. He's not the best sieger, so this one is a fine sieger. Let's immediately barrage. Try to get that moving. Let's see if we can hire somebody who will have a more discipline. That'll work. We'll take a discipline advisor. Aethai is walking around us in the back. Alright. Just check on these rebels. We do not want to have to fight these rebels right now. We will handle them. Oh, I need more of that. Turn off force march. Let's see if we can finish this siege, then we may have to swing back. We also need time for these troops to reinforce before we do another... Okay, they're going to try to siege, which is good. Sack of Sukhothai. Excellent. Let's get better professionalism. Alright, so we have won enough that let's see if we can take what we need now. So we need all of that. Let's see if this is enough to allow us to take... Not quite, unfortunately. This would require us to go to war with Ayutthaya one more time, unfortunately. I was going to say I should have co-belligerented them, but there's no way that would have been possible. Let's see, who is this person allied to? They're allied to Dai Viet and Bengal. So when we go to war with Bengal, that's going to give us this one. But we'll probably have to do one more war with Ayutthaya, unless I can do a separate peace with Ayutthaya. So I could do a separate piece with Ayutthaya to get what I need, but I need a lot more war score in order to pull that off. Who are Dai Viet's allies? Khmer and Mong Nai. So it would be a difficult next war again. But we are in position. Spain has been totally useless and has not even showed up to assist me at any point in this process, honestly. Trying to decide, basically, is it worth pushing in order to try to get it? Or is it better to take what we have and then come in when we've already consolidated all of this and we don't have to worry about them being behind us? And then we can push forward more easily and have more troops here in order to help with it. I think that's the play. I don't want to overextend myself and then end up regretting it. So let's make sure I know what it is I'm taking. I need to take that part. So let's sue for peace. We can take almost everything, not this, but almost everything. And we will send demand. There we go. Didn't get everything we needed, and definitely underestimated the enemy, but got most of what we needed. And we will core all that up and call that a victory. So there we go. We managed to pull it out after supply limit. There we go. Let's march these guys back into position. See where we've got enough supply limit, and Pegu looks like enough. All right, so that looks like we managed to kind of put things together, get control of the situation by building a better army composition so that we could win. Next time when we go to war, we will probably bring a bigger fleet. We also will bring over probably another one of these army stacks, one of these better, maybe the one with the good army composition. We might bring it over so that it is ready as well to assist. So with that, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next time when we will consolidate what we have and get ready to go for Bengal, or this little piece of this baby country right here. So thank you very much.